From the vibrant streets of Buenos Aires to the breathtaking landscapes of Patagonia, Argentina has captured the hearts of travelers around the world. This land of tango and passion offers an enchanting blend of culture, history, and natural wonders. However, like any major city, Buenos Aires has its share of petty crimes and scams targeting unsuspecting tourists. And unfortunately, this is the case in many parts of Argentina. In today's video, we will reveal the most common scams and frauds aimed at tourists in Argentina. Our goal is to provide you with the knowledge to fully enjoy this beautiful country without falling victim to these deceptive tactics. So watch this video until the end and discover how to protect yourself and make the most of your trip. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Let's get started. Beware of street vendors persistently offering to sell you items with excessive insistence and exaggerated product qualities. Street vendors in Argentina can be persistent and sometimes overly enthusiastic when trying to sell their wares to tourists. Imagine Lucas's, our videographer, experience visiting the San Telmo market in Buenos Aires, known for its antiques and artisan crafts. Amidst the stalls full of unique items, Lucas was approached by a friendly vendor who insisted that he buy a handmade leather wallet for a very reasonable price. The vendor highlighted the supposed high quality of the leather and the craftsmanship of the wallet, adding that it would be perfect for storing documents. Unable to resist the apparent charm and the promise of a quality product, Lucas ended up buying the wallet. However, once outside the market, he noticed that the leather was of poor quality and the wallet had obvious manufacturing flaws. It became clear that he had been tricked into buying a low-quality item presented as something exclusive. Another common scam involves street vendors offering counterfeit items such as brand-name clothing, watches, and accessories. They may claim that the products are original but smuggled or simply counterfeit them boldly, aiming to sell them to tourists who are unaware of the risks of buying these items. Protection from these tactics lies in maintaining composure and ignoring those who insist excessively on making sales. If you want to buy something, evaluate the product and the seller calmly, but don't let yourself be carried away by exaggerated promises or pressures. Be wary of salespeople offering to fix your shoes or other belongings and charging exorbitant prices. Shoe repair services in Argentina can sometimes be irregular, and some vendors take advantage of this to charge tourists high prices for simple services. Imagine Isabella's, our producer, experience walking through the streets of El Ateneo when she noticed a vendor offering shoe repair services. Her sandal had a broken strap, and out of convenience she asked the vendor for how much the repair would cost. The vendor examined the sandal briefly and gave a very high price, citing alleged difficulties in finding the right materials and the complexity of the repair. Feeling somewhat pressured by the vendor's insistence, Isabella ended up paying the amount, which seemed excessive for such a simple service. Later, she realized that she could have easily found a more reliable and economical shoe repair shop in the area. To avoid situations like this, it is advisable to look for well-established shoe repair shops, preferably with physical stores, rather than vendors who work in the street. Always ask for a quote beforehand and, if possible, compare prices with other establishments. Beforehand, beware of people pretending to be police officers asking for money or identity documents with fines for minor infractions. Some people may try to impersonate law enforcement officials to intimidate tourists and extort money. These individuals usually pose as police officers and cite alleged violations such as expired visas or missing documentation. They may demand a fine or bribe in order to avoid issuing a ticket or making an arrest. It's important to know that real police officers in Argentina would not behave this way and would never ask for money or documents outside of official channels. If you ever find yourself in this situation, remember that you don't have to comply with these demands. Stay calm and assert your rights as a tourist. Ask for identification from the person who approaches you. Check if they are actually a law enforcement officer, and if necessary, call the real police for help. Be careful of men pretending to be gay approaching you to strike up conversations and ask for money with false romantic advances. Certain men may intentionally approach tourists, particularly women, with the false intention of starting a conversation or flirting with the aim of obtaining money or personal gain. They usually start conversations with exaggerated friendliness, trying to create a connection to later ask for money or favors. It's important to maintain caution and not let yourself get carried away by these tactics. Remember that anyone who behaves inappropriately or insistently should be ignored. If you feel uncomfortable, remove yourself from the situation, and if necessary, seek help from nearby people or authorities. Beware of those who offer to exchange your money at an advantageous rate on the street or in unofficial places. Changing money in a place other than official exchange houses or banks can result in receiving counterfeit bills or an unfavorable exchange rate. People who offer to exchange money on the street usually do so with the intention of deceiving tourists and providing them with false or altered bills. Always exchange money through official channels to avoid unpleasant surprises. Never accept help from strangers when withdrawing money from ATMs. Some individuals may attempt to trick you while withdrawing money from an ATM. They may try to distract you to steal your card or PIN, or they may simply stand close enough to see your PIN and use it later. Be cautious and avoid letting strangers help you with transactions at ATMs. Cover your PIN and keep your card secure. If someone tries to help you unnecessarily, politely refuse the offer and handle your transaction privately. Be aware of distractions and theft in crowded places. In crowded places such as airports, bus stations, and tourist attractions, there may be individuals attempting to distract you and steal your belongings. They might bump into you, spill something on you, or create a commotion to draw your attention away from your belongings. Pay attention to your surroundings and keep your bags and valuables secure to prevent theft. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a comment below about which scams and frauds you would like to learn about in the next video. Also, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. See you in the next video.